on to the third stanza. This is the final stage of a person's life that represents death. Let's see what the speaker of the poem and Indian weavers talk about this stage. Weavers, weaving solemn and still. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud. We weave a dead man's funeral shroud. Now we have arrived at the final stage of a human being's life, which is death. And this stage of life has been represented with the color white. It's devoid of colors, it's devoid of brightness, and it's still. There's no movement at all. Weavers weaving solemn and still. Weavers are in a serious mood now, and they are weaving something that's solemn, that feels deadly. And the speaker of the poem asks, what do you weave in the moonlight chill? This is the time of the dead night. There's darkness all around. And that's why this stanza represents solemnness. They are weaving in the moonlight chill. The night is dark and solemn. And they reply, white as a feather and white as a cloud. The garment they are weaving is only white in color. It's devoid of all the brightness that we found in the previous stanzas. It's white as a feather, it's white as a cloud. We weave a dead man's funeral shroud. In this stanza of the poem, the Indian weavers are weaving a shroud for a dead man's funeral. A shroud is a white cloth that is used to cover a dead man. And at this stage, we see that everything has come to an end. It's lifeless, it's still, it's devoid of colors. There's no movement and there's no hope. We started the poem with the first stage of human life that talked about positivity, happiness, life, and we have come to the end of the poem where we see that the life has come to an end. It's white, it's pale, it's devoid of colors, and it's also still. And that's the life cycle of a human being which has been explained in this poem. Indian Weavers by Sarojini Naidu sums up the life of a human being on earth in 3 stages. And the poet has used clothes and times of the day as symbols to represent these 3 stages. The life of a human being which began with one blue color. It represented happiness and joy, ended in one color, but it was not blue anymore. It was a pale white color that was used as a dead man's shroud. And the middle part of the poem explains the journey of a human being with a combination of colors, purple and green, representing the ups and downs of a human being's life. The poem is full of images, similes and metaphors that make it a lot richer and beautiful. I loved reading this poem and I hope that you like this poem too. That will be all for this video. For more such videos, stay tuned, like, share and subscribe. Thank you for being patient and watching.